LDBC, this is your boy Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show live. Okay, guys, so, Mikey Garcia, man, golly, man. You know what, man? I think there's a consensus going on with boxing, and if boxing do not take heed to what the hardcore fans are telling you, we are the pulse of the people. If these fighters and if these promoters do not take heed to what's being told to them, these guys going to end up running themselves straight up out of business. Now, the business of boxing going to be here, but the paydays won't. If these guys don't start listening and heeding the warning of the fans, your diehard fans, not even the casual fans who really don't know what they're looking at, but the diehard fans of boxing, you're going to have less and less people actually talking about the sport and pumping up the sport. It's going to be less people doing it, or they're not going to be doing it with their whole passion. The stream that I saw today with 78 and Black Fight Fan TV, I was almost disgusted by it, not of what they were saying, but it's just the fact that, they're losing their passion for boxing. They're losing their passion, and you can tell in their voice, man, they just don't care no more. Like a lot of us, we just almost starting not to care. So now you got Mikey Garcia, this big old waterhead, this jarhead full of acne. I mean, he, pretty much said, well, the fans need to understand. What do we need to understand? It was you. It was you. You called out Errol Spence. We didn't tell you to call out Errol Spence with your scary... Nobody told you to call him out. You were the one saying that you wanted to fight Errol Spence. We're holding you to that. How are you going to explain this? We're holding you to it. We didn't tell you. We didn't tell you to take yourself and start calling out the man. And now you don't want to fight him? I'm sure your brother with his coconut head, I'm sure he was telling you, hey, Mikey, don't take that fight right now, man. That's not a good fight. See, Robert Garcia already knew. And you know what? I'm going to take back what I said about Robert Garcia. I'm going to take that back. Because Robert Garcia already said, I'm trying to talk him out of that. So Robert Garcia was already straight from the beginning. So I take back what I said. No disrespect to Robert Garcia. Okay? I take it back. He was the only one saying that Mikey don't need that fight. Robert Garcia, from day one, from jump, was saying, Mikey don't need to take that fight. And I'm going to try to talk him out of it. And Robert Garcia, that's what he said. So I got mad respect for Garcia. I don't have any respect for Mikey Garcia. Like, you're going to sit here, man, and you're going to have everybody thinking, you serious. Got us out here making videos. Got us out here supporting you. Well, I never did support Mikey Garcia, really. I'm just going to keep it 100, okay? I ain't been a fan of Mikey Garcia, okay? After all that stuff he said to Adrian Broner, and I'm not a fan of Broner either. I'm not a fan of Broner. I'm not a fan of Floyd. So don't bring these people up. I'm not fans of Broner. I'm not a fan of Floyd. But the stuff that he said, the comments that he was referring to about Adrian Broner, okay, that kind of, I don't know, man. Mikey Garcia, to me, is a little bit suspect. Some of the other brothers in the LDBC, they support the guy. The coach don't support him. I mean, he's a hell of a fighter, though. I will give you that. The guy can fight. Mikey Garcia can fight his butt off. But that's about all I got to say. That's it. So that's the thing, man. That's the thing of it is, man. The thing of it is, man, this guy calling out Errol Spence, calling him out. And, Errol Spence kind of like, well, and I don't even think Errol Spence believed that Mikey was serious. Now, Sean Porter got excited. When they said, hey, Sean, you could be fighting the winner of Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia. What if Mikey Garcia wins? He goes, Sean, whoa, hey, man, that's a good fight there. Yeah, of course. Of course it's a good fight. Of course it's a good fight, Sean. See, we sick of all the boxing pimps. That's what I call these guys now. Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, Anthony Joshua, now Mikey Garcia. These are boxing pimps, man. See, what they trying to do, they trying to pimp out the fans. And they trying to keep the fans on a leash, man. If you support this fight, I'm going to fight this fighter. So it's good business. But you know what? It's backfiring because now they doing too much good business. See, they fighting too many of the guys that they trying to build up. They trying to build themselves up with too many of these guys. And then, we got to wait 2 and 3 years, man, for them to fight somebody we want them to fight. Like, guys, I'm telling you, it's crazy, man. Do you know that a fighter, man, if they fight 8 times, if they box, if they get in the ring 8 times, they're probably roughly 4 or 5 years of their career is already gone in 8 fights. They don't fight enough. They don't. And then now, we sitting here still talking about this fight. Guys, I hate to tell y'all this. And I know I keep saying this. I know I keep sounding like a broken record, y'all. I know I do. But see, the reason why MMA is winning, the reason why the MMA, they got it figured out. They don't care nothing for the fighters. MMA, they don't give a damn about you if you're a fighter. So if you're a mixed martial artist, you might as well go ahead and put that into the bank that they don't care about you. But they care about, they want the fans to be happy. They want the fans to be happy. Like, man, when somebody calls somebody out within 2 months, man, they fighting. They don't waste time. When somebody get called out in MMA, they're in the octagon in 2 months. These fighters over there fighting 3 and 4 times a year, man. Some of them MMA fighters fighting 5 times a year. They getting in there, man, and we seeing them take, like, you got Derek Lewis, who just got out of a fight with Alexander Volkov. He already getting back in the octagon with Daniel Cormier. Already. Like, this gonna be, what, the 3rd, 4th time that Derek Lewis done fought this year? And we want, man, we're not getting this. We're not getting Crawford Spence. I'm calling him out, too. We're not getting, you know, we didn't get Joshua Wilder. We didn't get that. Okay, we are going to get Wilder Fury, so that's good. Okay, we're not going to get Porter Spence. I mean, we're not going to get what? We're not going to get Spence and Thurman. We're not getting those fights. We've been calling for that fight for years and years. Keith Thurman came out and said, I ain't fighting him. I ain't going to fight him this year. You can best believe that, and I ain't going to fight him. I'll fight him when I think I'm ready. Like, this is what the boxers, that's what they think of us, man. That's what they think of us. So it's almost like now, man, these guys get mad when we call for them. They get an attitude. Like, you can't tell us who to fight. Yeah, we can tell you who to fight. You can. Man, look, when we buy pay-per-view, and for some reason, people don't think the LDBC buy pay-per-view, but I can tell you now, I can tell there's a lot of guys in LDBC. I can tell you I done seen their bill. I done seen some of them guys buying pay-per-views. A lot of us buy pay-per-views. But that's just a stupid narrative by, you know, racists that try to tell us that we're not buying pay-per-views. But of course we are. Of course we buy pay-per-view. I buy pay-per-view a lot, man. I spend a lot of money on pay-per-views. But, I mean, it's a disgrace, man. What boxing is doing to the fans is a disgrace. And you getting so many other channels now, man. Every time I turn around, people talking about MMA, man. MMA is just starting to be mainstream. People are really starting to get into it. And it's going to be a point, man, where now you're going to see channels, man, they're going back and forth, and they're going to start putting out more MMA content. You're going to start seeing straight boxing channels. They're going to go to MMA. I promise y'all guys it's going to happen. And it's trending. Boxing got to get their stuff together. Mikey Garcia's an idiot, man. He know, man, look, he was calling out Errol Spence with, you know, just knowing good and dang on well that he ain't even finna fight this man. Got us on a leash thinking that this fight gonna happen. And it's a fight that but I had already said, though, I don't even think this is a good matchup for Mikey Garcia. I mean, the dude, just came from 135, and then he want to go all the way up to 147 to fight to kill at 147. I'm like, yo, what? Nah, man. I would rather see Mikey fight. I would rather see Mikey fight Vasily Lomachenko. That's who I really wanted to see him fight. I didn't want to see him fight Errol Spence because I knew Errol Spence is going to knock this dude out. Mikey Garcia is food for Errol Spence. He food. He not beating Errol Spence. He's food. He don't have the skill level, man. Mikey's a good fighter, man. Errol Spence is just an extraordinary fighter. He's just a freak of nature, Errol Spence is, man. He's a freak of nature. This guy got so many gifts. Errol Spence don't even know how to fully fight yet, man. Like, that's how good he is. He really, truly don't know how to use all his tools yet. Wait till Errol Spence get everything there. Wait till Errol Spence get every part of his game there. Errol Spence going to be unstoppable. There'll be nobody in the sport of boxing that's going to be able to defeat Errol Spence when he gets every single tool that he has. Nobody's going to beat Errol Spence. I can tell you that now. They ain't going to beat him. You might as well forget it, man. And Mikey Garcia, old bucket head, jar head, old crater face fool. Look, man, you think for 1 minute, man, people going to sit here and kiss your ass? We're not going to do it, man. We're not finna do it. We're not finna sit here and sit around, man, while you sit and pity-pat and try to use Errol Spence, man, to get to where you got to get to. At least shout out to Robert Garcia for keeping it 100 and saying, nope, Mikey ain't fighting. I don't want Mikey to take that fight. I'm done.